Hi, so we are on the final video for the Let's Create Creative Christmas Day. Such a mouthful. I really didn't work that through, did I, before? That's what I named it. So, as always, I don't just stick to the one suite. And the Santa Express really sang to me, but these are the memories and more cards and card and envelope packs, because they kind of sung to me, really. So everybody's got 5, so there's a quarter of a pack of cards and envelopes, and the same with the memories and more cards, and there's a couple of sheets of the DSP. You will have too many memories and more cards, so you might want to watch this through, see what I do, and then play about with it. But everybody can have trains and carriages. I've fussy cut some already, just because I didn't think you'd want to be watching me. Where have I put them? Right, so in no particular, well, it is in a particular order because it's how I've got them laid out. So that was a lie to start with. So one of the Dotty card bases, and these have all got the envelopes with them. And I literally just wanted to show how easy life could be. This is a Memories and More card, and I've just propped it up with dimensionals. So the idea is just to show you that actually there's other ways. You don't need the stamp set. You could buy these and then just create yourselves some cards. You could have, I always buy the Memories and More because I'm guaranteed that I've got at least 20 cards plus extra if I add card bases. Or I've been known to buy 2 packets of the cards and envelopes and just 1 packet of the Memories and More. But how lovely does that look? And we've already done a Christmas card. So the next one is on one of the shaded spruce backgrounds. So the card and envelope pack is half and half. So you get 10 of these and 10 of the dottage. And then these are 2 more of the cards. So they're all double-sided. They're meant for scrapbooking. But I find they make really lovely card fronts. And I thought actually everybody was probably going to need, after the last project, probably was going to need something a little less mind-blowing. But the beauty is there's sentiments on there. Unfortunately, I couldn't split them, but they were wooden press outs as well, and acetate with Christmas writing on, but they were all different, so I couldn't divide it equally, and I wouldn't be able to show you how to make something with them and guarantee that everybody had the same. So card number 2, job's a good in. There we go. And this one is even easier. So this is another dotty one, she says. So you could use the plain red back. I have seen people do that, but I quite like the dottage. And it's just, so you could use Santa in his train. But I've used this one because it's the most wonderful time of year. So I just think they act as your sentiments as well. You haven't got to do any stamping. And so that can go on there. She says when she can get her fingers to work. There's so many dimensional backs on this table, it's shocking. There we go. And then this, oh, I love this one. So another dot. It's the last of the dotties, I think. Should probably show you the card, shouldn't I? It's this one. So what I've done is I've got this card as my background. Look at those stripes, how lovely are they? I've used them in lots of other things, I promise. Because I think I bought about 4 packets of these in the end. And then, so on this one, I've cut a carriage that's got a reindeer in it, but I didn't for the last one. But I've cut out a Santa in his train and a carriage. And it's quite literally sticking them on. And so because you've got your season's greetings, again, you've got your sentiment on there. So it just kind of, it worked. Oh, and I'm sticking it to my nails. So you want probably a couple of millimetres under that banner. Yeah, probably needed a dimensional under the top there, but I'm running out on my desk and I don't want to make you wait so that I can find another packet. And then just lining that up nicely. There we go. Card number 4, possibly, she says. And then this is the last one. I think is really cute. So it's one of the shaded spruce cards. I've already done my fussy cutting from the DSP just to save time. But again, it's the card. How pretty is that? Oh, we don't need a dimensional back under there. And then you can fussy cut from the DSP that you've got. I love that the Santas are all different ethnicities. I really like it. And it means that everybody is included in this mess, as they should be. So I tried to angle him kind of between these two sets of trees. Oh, sorry. And then we've got some presents. I'm not sure actually. I think actually on my other one I cut out trees from the paper, so it made it look like the forest was, well, it's not a forest, is it? Come on, Colette. So that the trees were just coming to life a little bit. It worked in my tiny little mind. But there's lots to fussy cut. I think some of it are on the cards as well. There we go. And then you've got pretties left, so you can use them as well. That's the envelopes. And then before I go, so you've got lots of card left, and I wanted to show other ways in which, so they actually, these cards, where are they? So these team up really nicely with the candy cane paper, so you can make a card base, cut your DSP mat, so it's your usual 10 by 14.4 mat, and then just raise one of these up on top. I love this one, so I did that with a couple. And then I've also got some examples of what else you can do with your stamp set. So this was just a different version of one we made earlier. This is a pool party base with a bit of the glimmer paper underneath. And another one of the I was going to say pre-cut. It's not a pre-cut candy cane. It's candy cane from the DSP. Oh, excuse me. If you're feeling a little bit more technical, I made this one using, let me show you the stamp. This one. So this stamp, and I repeatedly stamped it. So there's first, second and third generation stamping in there, and that just means you stamp it, so dipping it in the ink pad, stamping it once, twice and 3 times before then putting it back in the ink pad, and that just then gives it a different tone to your foliage. And then I drew round the inside of my tear tape with a pencil, and then quite literally layered the foliage around with glue dots, and finished it off with a little twine bow and a tiny candy cane, which I don't even think you can see. It came off the DSP. So it's a garden green base with a real red matte layer and then a white on top. So this is your usual 10.5 by score at 14.9 portrait, and then cut at 10.5. No, score at 14.9 landscape. Turn and cut at 10.5. And then the red matte is 10 by 14.4, and then the white is 9.5 by 13.9. And this is probably just a trimming that was on my desk. And then these, I love these. This was a one sheet wonder. So what that means is, let's see if I can match it up actually. This was a case of a very big piece. Well, it's a very big piece. It was an A4 piece of paper that was then cut. That way. Yeah. So it was cut into quarters. So I just randomly stamped the candy canes. So these are in Gorgeous Grape and Fresh Freesia. I used the foliage stamp in Highland Heather, and then some dottage, which I don't think was in there. I think it's in another stamp set. I want to say it's in Forever Fern, actually, and Calypso Coral, but you could quite easily speckle it. I'm so sorry. Speckle it with a pen. And then this is the trimmings, so where I would have had the leftovers of the strips from cutting other pieces of paper. So actually, there you go. There's one from making an earlier card with you, and that's exactly what I've used. So I've done them all the same, but this one has got the white glimmer paper underneath, and then I've cut it into, so it was a 9cm piece that's cut into 3 strips with a little gap in between, so you can see the white glimmer paper underneath. And I think they look really cute, and I know I'm very, very biased. And then the trimmings that were left over I've just used inside. So that is our Christmas creative day done. You'll see that you've got lots left, and that was intentional. I wanted to make sure, whilst money's tight, that everybody got their money's worth this year. Not that I don't try to do it every year, but this year especially, which is why stamp sets were included, so that you could carry on creating and to your heart's content. I'd really love to see some of your finished projects. Feel free to share them in either the VIP group or on my Collectathon Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator Facebook page. Thanks very much for purchasing your kits. Take care. Have a lovely Christmas. Bye-bye.